Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today's upload is going to be an update on the potential for the Arctic blast, Arctic outbreak, a winter blast, something along those lines. Just very cold air that will be coming down from Canada into United States of America, and this will be impacting, I would say, mainly 2/3 of the country at least, if not more, and that is the eastern 2/3. But anywhere from, I would say, Colorado all the way to the East Coast should be experiencing much colder than average conditions. And this video will also be a kind of a long-range update, talking about the potential pattern that we could be going into, which is actually fairly interesting. So stay tuned if you like to see that. If you like this channel, if you like these videos, consider subscribing. If you're not convinced whether to subscribe or like the video yet before watching this video, then watch the video and then you could decide. So thank you for that. So now we are looking at the actual storm that has been impacting much of the country. It has brought snow to parts of the Midwest and extending from areas like Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Kansas, Iowa, and Illinois kind of swooped down in here, brought snow, and now it's centered over Lake Huron, and Lake Huron is now getting quite a bit of snow. But as you can see, right below that low, there's still a little bit of warm air, and that's producing some rain. But the northeast right now, northeast is getting some rain, some snow. This will soon be countered by the very cold air that's right after the system. This system is followed by a high pressure that is bringing in quite a good dose of rain, of cold air, which again will be the main focus of this video. We go through in time. Let's click on the hour 6. We go through in time. And we see that this system pulls out. We see some snow on the backside of it. We see another little very small system trying to make its way into the south, but it's kind of blocked off by the spinning high, and it sits out to the north. Doesn't really do much, maybe a little bit of scattered snow showers to the north. Nothing significant, but mainly the cold air will be in place. Then we start seeing this another system starting to take place, impacting areas with snow like Texas, Oklahoma, southern Missouri, northwestern Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York City, and not New York City, New York State, sorry, and cities like New York City, Boston, Washington, D.C. will most likely be in the rain, and you can see that this actually could produce up to several good inches of snow, especially upstate New England. But this will probably be the last system that's major in form for the next week and a half. I mean, after this, you could see there's absolutely nothing going on. Maybe a system to the north, maybe a little bit something off the coast, but very, very calm weather, very quiet weather, and then we could start seeing a little bit more active pattern going into late November into early December. But I would say that after this storm passes through, this one that could be occurring early next week, this upcoming week, we are going to be seeing a very quiet, dry, and actually fairly warm pattern. So that is good if you're not a snow lover, if you're not fond of the cold. But if you want snow, if you want the cold temperatures, this isn't the best news. However, it's not the worst either, because there are some signs that are showing that this warm up now, this warm late in the second half of November, the warm second half of November may actually lead to a colder December, January, and February, which will lead to more snow, because if it's cold in December, that would produce more snow than when it's cold in November. So I think it's actually worth taking the warm air now, and then getting the cold air later on in the months where it actually matters for snow production. Again, if you like the snow. But if you like the warm, there's good news for you again as well. We are going to be experiencing quite a bit of warm temperatures after this Arctic outbreak, Arctic blast, winter invasion into America. I mean, you can see some of these departures from average are going to be ridiculous, up to 16 to 20 degrees below average, and this is extending from, again, anywhere from Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, even into parts of the Northwest, all the way to the East Coast. Huge chunk of the country. I would say 2/3 of the country for sure is gonna be that. I mean, at some points it's gonna be almost 100% of the country below average. You can see this is Monday, November 12th. Very, very cold here across much of the country. And then we start seeing some moderation in the west with some warm air pushing into the west coast. However, the cold air does still remain for a couple more days along the east coast and into the southeast. And the reason for that is because that's where it originally started from the north, and then it came to the south. So now it's leaving the south, and it's going to last a few days longer. And there you could see sticks around, but finally that warm air pushes in through, and I would say by mid-November we could be seeing some warmer temperatures into the country, and definitely nothing like we're going to be seeing right here. I mean, you could see this. This is very, very cold. And this snow that actually, if you live somewhere in the Midwest and you saw snow, it is very uncommon actually to see snow before November the 10th, an inch or more for many locations. I know that areas like Colorado, Denver, the mountains, they obviously see snow in November, but this little snow systems that we had across the country was very, very unusual. And if we were to go back to our couple hours back, this is where the system was tracking across. You could see right there producing snow across these areas. Let me draw this out actually where the snow was falling. So in case if you live in these areas, somewhere in here, in these areas, snow typically does not fall in this area very much at all at this time of the year. So because we're going to be seeing a warming temperature trend, doesn't mean that this is, that this snowfall event was all we're going to see. Obviously not. Winter's still all ahead of us. If we were to look now at the 6 to 10 day outlook for the Climate Prediction Center, you could see again the eastern half of the country would be the coldest one in the 6 to 10 day outlook time frame, but I don't know if it will even be this cold, or the chances of it being this cold from the 15th through the 19th. I would even say extend this orange, this above average temperature color, to somewhere around the Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas area, because it's a 6 to 10 day outlook. At around this time we should start seeing significant warming up. 0 to 6 days, I would say, if they had the format like that, then it would be basically blue for most of the country. And then 8 to 14 day outlook, you could see 17th through the 23rd of warm temperatures across much of the country, excluding maybe parts of the Northeast. And I think for the rest of November we could be seeing fairly warm temperatures, so that is something to keep an eye on for. And definitely this warming in the late November could actually be a bad sign in terms of cold weather and very big amounts of snow. That is again depending on whether you like the snow or not. So we are now going to look at the Pivotal Weather CFS model. This is an extremely long range model. It is extending out to almost 800 hours, and it extends out for around 30 to 31 days, which again, obviously, since it extends out 30 to 31 days, it doesn't have much information that is accurate, but you could start seeing some trends in its information that could be actually fairly vital and trustworthy. So we go through here right now, we're seeing below average temperatures. We will continue to for the next week, but then you can see it is picking up on those warm temperatures pushing into the country, and at some point into late November, most of the country could actually be above average in terms of temperatures. Nothing significant, but I would say 10 to 15 degrees above average is will be fairly common, and that will be a fairly big shock, because what we're now seeing is 16 to 20, so seeing 16 below and then 16 above will be a huge temperature swing. And that continues, and you can see that it actually continues for quite a good bit, and the CFS model never actually puts the cold air back into the United States, even into mid-December, which, again, I doubt it. I would say that we could take this with a grain of salt, anywhere from 480 and out. In terms of this precip rate type and rate, this basically shows us, I take this model, again, with a grain of salt, but I do look at some of the storms in terms of whether it could be getting more active and there could be more of them. In terms of individual storms, I don't look at them at all, unless they're under 200 hours out on this model. You can see we're seeing that one storm hitting areas in the northeast. Then we quiet out for a very long time, maybe some rain because due to the above average conditions, but not much snow or rain. And then we finally start getting into a little bit more active pattern as we go into December. But again, like I said, we should and could take this model with a grain of salt from hours 480 and out. So that is basically it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. Consider subscribing to this channel. Consider liking this video. And I will catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.